What's up, everyone? Zack Hample coming to you from a minor league ballpark, LP Franz Stadium in Hickory, North Carolina. And let me just say, right up front, that none of the baseballs will count for me tonight. The ball hawking stats, this is all off the record. I only count major league games, but every now and then, if I have a really good reason, I like to hit up a minor league game. And tonight, the big reason that I'm here is to see my friend Alex Katz, a pitcher in the White Sox system, who's here with his team, the Kannapolis Intimidators. Now, the other reason I'm here is that yesterday I was at Nationals Park in Washington, D.C., and tomorrow I'm going to be at Sun Trust for the very first game there. So this game in North Carolina just fit in perfectly with the schedule and the geography, so here we are. I'm really excited. Now, this stadium doesn't open until an hour before game time, but I actually have early access today, so we're going to get in a bit early, check it out, maybe a few behind-the-scenes shots, and of course, hopefully catch up with the man himself, Alex Katz. Oh, there. It's so quiet in the stadium, I feel like I need to be quiet so I don't disturb these guys. That's the Intimidators team behind me. They're warming up, stretching, throwing, getting ready for BP. The process is pretty similar to Major League Baseball, but the layout of this stadium is completely different. You can't even get behind that big tall wall in right field. If anybody happens to launch a ball that way, it's completely fenced off, and there's huge nets down the line. So I think if Major League ballparks looked like this, I'd never see double digits again for the rest of my life.
One.
Thank you. Two. Look at that.
Oh, well, one's for me, dude.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, and I got to show the camera. So, Alex just hooked me up with a World Baseball Classic ball. Now, I did a whole video recently announcing my charity fundraiser for the 2017 season to benefit the charity Pitch In for Baseball, which provides equipment to underprivileged kids all over the world. And if you donate to that fundraiser, you can win 10 different baseball prizes. And I mentioned this World Baseball Classic ball. I didn't have it in my possession, so I showed a photo of it. So this could be yours if you donate. Check the description below this video. So now we're going to have two links there. First, my other video with Alex from last season, and second, the whole charity fundraiser prize thing. So you could win this, and here's an Arizona spring training ball that they also tossed up. So pretty nice to have these, even if they don't officially count. It's nice to get a little love from these guys out on the field.
There we go.
Given the fact that I'm in North Carolina, I gotta give a shout out to my alma mater, Guilford College. And that actually reminds me of the first time I was ever this close to a batting cage and I saw a professional player swinging. It was Tony Womack, former Major League All-Star, who played all 4 years at Guilford, and he came back and visited. And just the quickness of his hands was unbelievable. And I can see the same thing here, even though this is A ball. I mean, these guys have some serious skills, the muscle memory, the fundamentals. It's really impressive to see up close. Well, I have wrangled in a minor league baseball player. It's Alex Katz, aka Kitty Elgato 12.
What's
Follow
up,
him.
Instagram followers? How we doing?
Yep. So when you throw that wipeout slider and guys just like barely hit the top of the ball, and it's a little squibber. Here it just dies and they get on base.
Now here it slows down enough that the fielder can field it. There were like 3 balls.
Oh, they can field it.
Yeah, there were like 3 balls that like literally sped up when they hit the ground.
Just talking a little bit about the World Baseball Classic, and man, I was so excited. I was at home watching on the MLB Network. You were pitching for Team Israel. You got out Xander Bogaerts. You retired Didi Gregorius. These are superstars. So what's it like pitching there versus here in the minors, spring training? Like,
I mean, it's definitely surreal pitching in front of, or pitching to guys that you watch on TV every day and just watch throughout your childhood. But you know, you treat them just like any other hitter and just go after them and attack. let him swing the bat.
So you were just starting to tell me about the difference in players and ability level, I guess, between the low levels of the minors and the majors.
Yeah.
Can you repeat that for the camera and just explain like what the difference is between like a rookie ball guy maybe and a major league player?
Well, first of all, pro season is, I mean, in the minor leagues, 140 games. In the big leagues, 162 games. So that alone just shows that you have to be consistent throughout such a long season. So consistency, I think, is one of the biggest differences between a low level and a big league player. But
because all these guys can throw 95.
Yeah, talent-wise.
All these guys can hit 400-foot bombs, right?
Yeah, talent-wise, players are pretty similar. There might even be more hard throwers in the lower levels of the minor leagues than the big leagues, but the big league guy just is more experienced, knows how to get guys out.
He can hit the spots.
Yeah, when he's not feeling good, he knows how to get guys out.
Use his secondary pitches.
Exactly. So
yeah.
just overall,
that's interesting stuff.
Overall, more fundamentally sound, I should say.
Yeah, and that's why guys need all the ABs, all the innings to work their way through and get that consistency.
Build the innings up, the bats.
Yeah, exactly.
Just get the experience.
Yeah. How many minor league innings have you pitched at this point? Like 100 or something like that?
I think a little under 100.
And teams generally like their pitchers to throw how many innings in the minors?
No set amount. You know, every team needs different guys at different times, so there really is no set amount.
Okay, I didn't.
Some guys, even high draft picks, will even make the big leagues within a year or two of getting drafted. Some guys might take 10 years in the minor leagues to get called up.
Yeah.
So,
you still got the fastball going, topping out at what?
Hardest I hit is around 95.
Mid-90s. I don't think I could hit that. I would like to try someday, but whenever I meet up with him in the off-season, he's kind of, shut down. So if we're going to throw, it's just like, 20 miles an hour. But someday, after you retire, but you're still in good shape, I want you to let it loose, and I'll wear like the full body armor. But so you got the mid-90s fastball, the wipeout slider. What else?
Changeup, I'm actually throwing a little bit more.
You're developing that more?
Throwing that a little bit more.
Yeah. Do you just sprinkle that in occasionally, just like a couple pitches an inning maybe, or what?
No.
We don't want to give anything away that might help the competition, but...
You just have to wait and see.
Oh, okay. For everybody watching, we are going to follow this guy through his minor league career and hopefully into the majors. So, Twitter and Instagram...
is Kitty El Gato 12.
Kitty El Gato 12. We'll put that on the screen.
Same for Twitter and Instagram.
Okay. And also, I thought of a third link that I'm going to put in the description below this video. This past off season, I caught up with him on Long Island with some other friends. We were playing ball for a day, did a whole video of that. So all kinds of things for you to follow and check out, the description. And yeah, man, it's great to see you as always. And I hope you get in the game tonight. And we'll be in touch.
Good to see you.
Definitely. Only got a few minutes right now because the players are about to come back out, but I'm over here inside the third base dugout. Pretty neat to check this out. Got some seeds. We got a cooler with, I don't know, I guess it's either water or Gatorade. And I mean, just grab a bat right here, nice and sticky with some pine tar. Feels good, man, to be out on a field, hanging with the players. This is like baseball in its purest form. I mean, I love Major League Baseball and all the stats and the win-loss records and the history and tradition of that, but minor league baseball, there's just something about it that really feels good. I remember watching baseball on TV when I was like 4 or 5 for the first time, and I saw balls flying into the crowd. That guy's a monster. Oh my God. How big is he? And just the fans would celebrate like crazy, like it was the best thing that ever happened, and I wanted to catch a ball too. And it's kind of fun to think that because of these videos that show me running around catching balls, I'm sure there's a lot of kids out there that are just sort of having this epiphany like, wow, I can do that too. So, many years ago, watching on TV got me into it. These videos are getting other people into it, just spreading the baseball love, and that's pretty much how I got started on this crazy journey.
You were at the Coliseum, Oakland Coliseum.
Yeah, Steve Lyons hosted that. It was for a show called In the Zone on Fox Sports, and I was showing this little kid named Joaquin how to catch baseballs.
That was the first one I seen.
Okay, yeah.
So from then I'm like, that's pretty cool.
That was a fun segment.
And then I just kept on. And then more kept popping up, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Tiquan, any chance for the ball? Thank you. There it is. Practice ball, minor league. Chatting with Bernardo Flores for a bit. He's a lefty starter on the Intimidators and a close friend on the team with Alex. And while I was wrapping up with him, I noticed someone on the Crawdads just finishing playing catch, number 10, looked at the roster, a guy named Tiquan Forbes, so I called out to him, and he just tossed up this ball. You can see that it is Rawlings, but it's a minor league practice ball, so it won't actually get used in a game. And if you feel the surface of the ball, it just feels a little bit synthetic, not quite like a major league ball. And in fact, you can see on this ball, it has the word China on it, whereas major league balls are assembled in Costa Rica. So there is a difference. The cores are different, the twine and the yarn inside, it's all a little bit different. Same size, same weight though. And you know, I guess, well, I was already on the board with a couple of toss-ups earlier, but kind of had a connection for those. So this is the first real legit ball that I've gotten today without any kind of help.
Number 26, pitcher Lane Hobbs.
Look at the cross aisle in this stadium. I cannot believe how much space there is. Now, I would probably suspect that most foul balls will fly over the cross aisle, maybe even clear the stadium completely or land in the seats at the back. But there could be some ricochets, there could be some high pop-ups that land around here. I don't think I'm going to go for foul balls all night, but it would be pretty cool to snag at least one. Bottom of the fourth inning, the Intimidators and Crawdads are tied 1 apiece. And there's a glove trick opportunity right down here in the bullpen, so let's see if this works.
The Conrad catch is only for our younger fans.
It is.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Middle of the 9th inning, it's still tied 1-1. That was not Alex warming up just there, so if I am going to see him pitch tonight, I'm going to need extra innings. Now, while my cameraman was getting food, I think in the bottom of the 5th, I got a foul ball. It actually landed on top of this roof-like structure and bounced over onto this big sloped grassy hill, which you can see behind me. And so what I did was I climbed over this wooden railing, and it's like a 6-foot drop down, kind of uneven ground, so it was kind of risky, but climbed over carefully, jumped down, scampered up the hill, picked up the ball, and that is my 5th of the day right here. It's got a nice little smudge where the bat probably hit it. My 2nd foul ball of the game. This is pretty fun out here. It's a final here in Hickory. The Crawdads won the game 2-1 in 12 innings, and my dude, Alex Katz, did not get to pitch, so that's really a bummer. But it was a really fun day overall. Got in the stadium a bit early, had special access to hang out on the field, down in the dugout, talk to the players, just really laid back. And okay, so I got 7 balls today, including the World Baseball Classic ball, which I'll be giving away as a charity prize. So again, check the description below this video for more info. 2 foul balls during the game. That was really fun, especially right after I explained how I got the first one, gave the little play-by-play. They hit another one, and I think my cameraman got a nice shot of me climbing down and scampering after it, so it was kind of cool to reenact that. But the story of the day was not Alex pitching or not pitching or the number of balls that I walk away with. It was just the special access and hanging out and having a good time here. So huge thanks to the Crawdads for hooking that up for me. I think I might hit up one more minor league game before the season is through, possibly in Memphis, because my half-sister lives there, so stay tuned for that. But for right now, I'm going to get back in the swing of things with major league games. My chase for 10,000 baseballs will be back in progress very soon. And as always, thanks for watching.